that, whoa! Sorry about that. It's been a morning. Hello. Wait. There we go. Much better. Hi, everybody. That feeling when you've just recorded a 10-minute monologue to the camera and you felt really good about it and you hadn't pressed record. It happens. It happens. This is a video about a gift that I got recently from a Tested member fan, and in order to show it to you, I want to tell you a little bit about my prehistory with tool storage. Obviously, storage of things is very near and dear to my heart, and proper storage of important things. And I often, in the past, have spent as much time on a box to hold a thing I've made that matters to me as I have on making the thing that matters to me. Vessels of holding are commensurate with my level of passion over an object. And my tools are no exception, and in fact are probably the earliest thing I built careful cases for. Yeah, I think that's accurate. Anyway, when I was active as a modeler in the special effects industry, which is the early 90s to the early aughts, yeah, that's accurate. I had a lot of tools, and I liked to show up with all the tools that I needed. Some model makers just showed up with like nothing. And some, like me, showed up with everything they could imagine they needed. I liked to come with the ability to execute any solution I could think of. And I was often learning new solutions in the shops that I was working in, but I wanted to take my mental palace with me, and that's what my toolboxes were. And over the years that I was in the effects industry, I built up a pretty spectacular tool set. You can actually see a list of this tool set if you buy my toolbox poster from Tested, link in the description. It includes a list of every tool that was in both of my Dr. Bags toolboxes. Now, the Dr. Bags were original leather Dr. Bags, and I just started putting tools in them because I had two identical ones, and it was like ideal. And then slowly, as I modified the interior of these cases, they became more and more useful to me. And when I finally got up to Industrial Light and Magic in 1998 to work on the last few months of episode 1, The Phantom Menace, the toolboxes, I showed up, and the toolboxes, they arrived with me, and they helped to spread the word about me. They were this unique identifier, that dude with the weird Dr. Bag toolboxes. And I'd been working there for just a couple of weeks when my now friend, Michael Lynch, walked up to me and he said, you know, those toolboxes are pretty cool, but I keep seeing you leaning over to get your tools. It'd be a lot easier if they were at table height. And that was like a Thursday, and I went home that weekend and built a pair of scissor lifts. I actually built 4 scissor lifts because the first 2 that I built failed utterly the first time I tried them, and I rebuilt them. And Michael, even today, still tells the story of like, he came in the next day with those scissor lifts, and it was not the next day. I recently admitted this to Michael. It was 4 days later, but I don't want to let the truth get in the way of a good story. So I let him spread that. Now, I no longer really have a need for toolboxes because this is my toolbox. This space is effectively a really, really big and useful toolbox. But I do a lot of storage and moving around of stuff, and that's where trays come in. Over there behind me is unfinished project cart with lots of container store solutions. But frankly, the stuff that's the most useful to me are trays like this foam core tray I think I made for a D'Agostini build. And trays like this. I recently got this picking over the bones of a tech company in the Bay going out of business. I got to grab a half dozen of these. Trays are really great for me because I can see all the stuff at once. That's what I like about them. And I recently got a tray that I really dig. And it looks like that. Now, this tray has a handle that can fold over, so I can have access to the inside. It's black, and I don't love things that are black because you can't see what's inside. But you can't win everything, so I'm not gonna piss on this just because it's black. It's a great tray, but here's the part that I really dig about it is when you want to stand it up, you pull the trigger, and it sits at table height. How about that? How about that? And when you want to fold it up, you simply give it a bend and magnets will hold it there. And when you want to open it up. Now this is clearly a CNC plywood, 3D printed and hardware store construction. And it's really nice and robust. I really dig this thing. It is called the High Helper. It has a patent, and it is designed by Roger F. Wilson from Sarasota, Florida, who sent this to me. I hope the helper proves useful. Roger. This thing is beautiful. I love this thing. I love how simple it is to fold back up. I love how easy it is to open up. I even really love the fact that you can fold the handle over. This is fabulous. This is a truly, you have made a useful object, sir. Yeah, let's get you some people with this. Roger, thank you so much. I absolutely love the High Helper. This is a fabulous addition to my shop. We will include a link to Roger in the description below, as well as links to anything else I mentioned, but I don't think I mentioned anything else we need to include a link to. Pictures of my toolboxes. That's what I'll make sure that the editors have. Thank you guys for joining me for this. See you next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to tell you about some brand new merch we have. One of my favorite things we've ever produced are our demerit badges, which are scout badges for messing things up, as we all do. They're best sellers, and we started out selling them as patches, then we moved to stickers, and now, ladies and gentlemen, we have demerit badge magnets for your fridge or your machines, and we started out with a 4-pack of our greatest hits. You can find these right now at tested-store.com.